Hello everyone and welcome back to another video at my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a card using the items from the Simon Says Stamp August 2017 card kit called Together. My card base is Neenah Solar White in 110-pound weight, and it is 11 by 4 1/4 scored in the middle for 5 1/2. I'm going to be using some of the Simon Says Stamp mint cardstock in 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 for a full-size card front. And then I'm using a piece from this pattern paper pack that came in the kit, which is the Pinkfresh Studio paper. And I've already got it cut down, and it's going to go on the bottom half of the card like this. And this piece measures 4 1/4 by 3. So that is going to go there just like that. I am going to use from the stamp set that came with the kit, which is You Plus Me. I'm going to use this You Plus Me equals awesome stamp right there. I'm going to use this triangle line stamp just like that. And the puffy stickers that came in the kit from Studio Puff in the Live More collection, I'm going to use this one right here, and I'm going to put it in the middle up there, and then I'm going to use some of the hearts and things from the stamp set to go around that. So let's set the mint aside, and we're going to do the stamping on this piece first. And I'm going to do the diagonal stripe first. Okay, here's where I decided to speed up the video and do a voiceover, or else this video would have been way too long, and I struggled with how to make that border stamp straight. Because, you know, they stick to your fingers, and then you can't get them straight by just using your fingers. So I broke out my creative corners that I recently got and showed in a haul video for my MISTI. And that way I could position the paper in the middle of the screen, and then I used that triangle piece that also came with the creative corners to push it into place instead of my fingers. And so now I'm using the Wow Cloud 9 glitter embossing powder that came in that Simon kit, and I'm just going to heat set that and emboss that triangle border with the glitter. Okay, so now that that's all heat set and ready to go, I'm going to put it back in my MISTI, and I just moved it down to the corner just to stabilize it more. And I'm going to put the You Plus Me equals awesome stamp in there. And I'm going to stamp this in the Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. This is the first time I've used this stamp set, so I am going to stamp this like 3 times to get a really bold look to this. So I want it to really stand out. And this is the great thing about using the MISTI, that you can stamp it over and over again, and it's always in the same place, so you can get those nice, bold, crisp sentiments. So next I'm going to start laying everything out on my card base here, and I decided it was missing a little something separating the pattern paper from the cardstock, the mint cardstock. So I just got out a piece of scrap here, and I'm just rubbing my Versamark ink pad over it, and I'm going to coat it in that Cloud 9 glitter embossing powder, and I'm going to heat set that, and it basically just looks like I've got glitter paper as a border. And I really just made my own, and it matched the triangles this way, so it all looks very cohesive, and I thought that just added what little something I was missing. I'm just taking some Nuvo DELUXE adhesive. It was handy, and so that's why I used that to glue that together. And then I decided to to use my Scotch ATG gun to stick the whole thing down to the mint cardstock. No rhyme or reason for what I used where. Actually, it was just what was in arm's length. The ATG, I just decided because I was moving real fast in this card, I wanted to stick and stay immediately. So here I'm looking at these puffy stickers, and I originally thought I was going to use the top one there, but then I decided to like what the one below it said better. It said, "This moment means every lovely word I can possibly think of." So I just thought that was really pretty. And I'm just taking one of the hearts from the stamp set and stamping it with Distressed Oxide Cracked Pistachio, which also came in that Simon kit, and just randomly stamping those hearts around. Okay, now for the inside of the card, I'm just taking what's left from that 6x6 piece of paper, and I did cut it down just a little bit, and I'm going to put that on the inside of my card. Just over to the left here. And I'm going to take the word love that came from that stamp set. Well, I'm going to get my MISTI out again because just in case I need to stamp things multiple times. And I wanted to get that love lined up on that diagonal. So that was pretty easy since it was just a short word to get that lined up on the diagonal. And I'm going to stamp this again in the Cracked Pistachio. And I did do that a couple of times. And it does actually show up better in person than it does on the camera. And in the end, I did go back with a wink of Stella over it, so it's glittery, so it really stands out. And then there's another sentiment in that stamp set called "You Endlessly." So in my inside of my card, it says "Love you endlessly." And so I'm just getting that lined up using the grid on the door of my MISTI to make sure that that is straight. And I'm just using the Simon Says Intense Black ink again, stamping that a couple of times, make sure it's nice and bold, and just cleaning that up with a baby wipe. Okay, now I'm going to just use my Scotch ATG gun again and adhere the card front to the card base. And now I'm going to take my wink of Stella and I'm going to go over all those little hearts and everything. And like I said, I did go over the love on the inside. And that pretty much does it for the card for today, using the products from the Simon Says Stamp August 2017 card kit called Together. I really appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, thumbs upping, and commenting on my videos. It means a lot to me. And if you like any of these products, everything will be linked below in the video description, as well as over on my blog. You can have picture links. Thanks for watching.